are up there, maybe your top 3 legends that maybe inspire your music?
I would say growing up, Christina Aguilera was a big one. In terms of my career path, like I could have gone down the academic route, but I decided to take a more risky route, and that was quite a big sacrifice.
You chose to take the
my
leap.
mum wanted me to go more into that direction. Music, I wasn't intentionally making R&B. That was just what came naturally to me because that was what I personally love and grew up on. Also saw Beyonce in her Mrs. Carter tour. She shouted me out because I was like at the front, and I was like, yeah.
I am here with the lovely
Meron Addis.
Meron Addis, everyone. Obviously, the last episode you performed 3 songs for us, and just to first off say they were amazing.
Thank you.
I know you all will agree. And I just want to kind of get straight into it. We're going to play a little game. We're going to switch it up this season. Basically, you're going to build your own playlist.
Yes,
so you're going to pick
that.
5 songs of a category that I choose, and yeah, then you're going to sing them to me. So
Okay,
does that sound cool?
Yeah.
Okay, so the playlist that I have picked is love songs only.
Okay,
So
cool.
5 songs of love songs that you will sing to me, serenade me.
Listen, I'm a lover girl, so I love this category.
Okay,
and a lot of my
perfect.
songs are within the love song category too. But yeah, I've got a few in mind. Yeah.
Let's go for the first one, CLG.
So the first one that came to my mind was Stevie Wonder, Knocks Me Off My Feet. It's a bit of an oldie, but it's such a beautiful song. I just love it. It goes, I don't wanna bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't wanna bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you. More and more. I just love that.
Woo! I love that. That song is
he's a legend,
amazing.
man. Yeah, I think there was like a rap remix of this song that came out. Do you guys
Are you
remember
going to
that?
rap for us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Was it Ja Rule or am I making that up? Like there was like someone that done someone will know.
Me, I
hopefully, in
don't
the comments.
know.
There was like a hip hop version that came out of like that same melody later on. They like sampled it. But yeah, I just always go back to the original. I think it's such a beautiful song. And yeah, Stevie is just a legend, man.
Why did that one come to your head straight up? Like,
I feel like literally the lyrics kind of speak for themselves, but also like melodically, I listen to that song on repeat. I think one time it was like my number 1 played song in the year. I kind of like went back to it. It wasn't something that I kind of like heard that much growing up, but then when I was like going back to really like study like the legends, I was like, wow, like this song is definitely one of my favorites. So yeah.
And talking about legends, like who are up there, maybe your top 3 legends that maybe inspire your music?
I would say growing up, Christina Aguilera was a big one, and someone like Lauryn Hill. And then I feel like nowadays I really like Kehlani. I like Jhené Aiko. And obviously Beyonce is like an inspiration just performance wise.
Yeah,
she's obviously a legend.
You going to see the film?
Yes, of course.
Yes, okay. I'm going to be there front row.
Yeah, I need to like work out which friend I'm taking with me. But yeah, we definitely need
Maybe
to.
we can go together. But let's go into the second song that would be on your Love Songs Only playlist.
The second song, this song I feel like has to play at my wedding. It's Snow Allegra, Find Someone Like You. It's just like, it just feels like the kind of song that like you found that person that you want to be with forever. Like it's the ultimate love song for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes, I've been waiting my whole life to find someone like you. Find someone like you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been waiting my whole life to find someone like you. To find someone like you. Oh, baby, I want this. I want this to last forever. Yeah, I just love that song.
Nah, you're amazing.
So I love that song. That's another artist I really love at the moment as well. I feel like she just brings that kind of old soul back into music. And
yeah. Okay, should we do the third song?
Yeah, the third song. Should I pick one of my own?
Yeah, it can be yours. It can be anyone's.
Yeah, I do write a lot of love songs. I think like that's just one of the the most like sweet thing to write about. But yeah, I would say it's called So Long. It's it came out as a single, but it's also on my EP Feel But Don't Touch. And yeah, the lyrics say it feels like I've been waiting so long. Feels like it's taken me so long to find someone. So yeah, basically like just talking about how it feels, kind of like in the same vein of Snow Allegra, but yeah, I'll sing it for you. It goes feels like I waited for so long, feels like it's taken me so long to finally come across someone, to find the one I can call home. You tick every box and hold the key to my locks, and it's so easy to trust when I never have to question. If you're feeling it, just stay strong. Feels like I know you for so long. Yeah, so that one's So Long. And it's one of those...
Come on, guys,
It's one of those songs that, like, people will message me saying, oh, like, they really like that one. And I feel like it's kind of under the radar out of my catalogue, but it's like one of those... like fan faves, I'd say, like as in people that really like take my music like that, like would really like that one. So,
and obviously the song Sacrifices are about sacrifices. What sacrifices have you made for you to be who you are today?
That's a big question. I feel like when it comes to being an artist, I feel like obviously sometimes you kind of have to it's a very difficult industry, and you kind of have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations in terms of like, you know, you might not always make the money that you want to make right away, or you might not always have the stability that you want to have right away, and you maybe have to sacrifice antisocial hours, like just so that you can like do a performance, or you know. And I just feel like even in terms of my career path, like I could have gone down the academic route, but I decided to take a more risky route, and that was quite a big sacrifice. Like, my mum wanted me to go more into that direction, but I was like, yeah, I'm sacrificing that comfort for hopefully a bigger reward in the end. But yeah, I'm sure there's more sacrifices, but that's just what comes off the top of my head, like in terms of just
well, thank you for sharing. Let's get into the fourth song. Fourth song.
I was at the Renaissance tour. Did you go to Renaissance? Yeah,
I had to be there.
And Beyonce, obviously she kicked it off with Dangerously in Love, and I felt like that was one of my first kind of like love songs that I used to bang out, like and I still love it, and it was so nice to hear it live. That was my first time hearing her sing that live. I've seen her before, but she never really done like album tracks like that before in her tour. So yeah, Dangerously in Love, 'cause I am in love with you, you set me free, I can't do this thing called life without you here with me, 'cause I'm dangerously in love with you, I'll never leave, just keep loving me the way I love you loving me. Yeah,
so, I love that song. I love that song.
Thank you. That one's a classic, man.
And I feel like the Renaissance tour was if you were there, you were there. If you know, you know, type vibe. Like that was a completely different atmosphere.
Yeah. That was
probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to. What's one of the best concerts you've been to?
Oh, do you know what? It's a weird one, because I actually used to work. One of my first part-time jobs was at the O2 Arena. So I used to get to watch concerts like low key while it was in the suites, you know, like the box areas where the corporate people go. So I feel like if I was including those outside of the ones I watched, like Jay-Z's concert was amazing. Like I didn't know what to expect, but it was like the production and everything was sick. Obviously the Beyonce one. I really enjoyed Justin Timberlake's concert. Actually, this is what
you've been.
Well, it was when I was at work. I was like sneaking in.
Just like
that was his band. I just remember his band sounding amazing. What other ones can I think of off the top of my head? There are definitely. I also saw Beyonce in her Mrs. Carter tour.
Did you?
And I remember she shouted me out because I was like at the front, and I was like, because I was
so
like,
you're basically famous.
Well, no, because she didn't say my name, but it was. I think it was my birthday or something, and I was like, oh, and then she was like, oh, singing happy birthday. So yeah, it was a really fun day, and I think, there's so many concerts, and I think it's on my mind, but also I went to the Brit Awards once. and that it wasn't really a concert, but yeah, like that was a
Yeah,
really cool
yeah.
experience. But yeah, I could go on.
You've
but
seen basically everyone.
not everyone, but I do try, and I feel like it's really inspiring.
Yeah,
so,
it's
yeah.
great for your artistry as well. And let's do the 5th and final song of the Lover Girl playlist.
Okay, final one. Okay, I'm gonna go for another oldie.
Okay.
But a goodie.
Oldie but goldie.
Sorry, I just love my old soul, man. Do you know Anita Baker, Sweet Love?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm in love, sweet love. Hear me calling out your name. I feel no shame. I'm in love, sweet love. Don't you ever go away. It'll always be this way. Like that was. No, thank you. Thank you. That was one of. I remember my mum had a soul collection, and that was like one of the first songs that when I was listening to it, I was like, "What is this?" And like, yeah, that was when I discovered Anita Baker, and yeah, that song is still a classic.
Yeah, that song is a classic. That whole playlist, I'll definitely be listening to on repeat.
Thank you.
I think that really embodies the Lover Girl.
Yeah,
so if any of you Lover Girls out there want that,
yeah. Definitely
listen.
build that playlist and thank me later.
I was asking you earlier what funny studio story you had, and you said there was a good one. So I'm here for the tea. I'm here for the juice.
I mean, I don't know if I'd call it funny, but it was definitely funny looking back because I found a video the other day on my phone of me in studio recording a song on my EP called This Shouldn't End. And basically it was, I had got my manager to sing like the chorus part because I needed to make a choir and I didn't have choir budget. So I was like, let's just get everyone. Well, it was only me, him and the producer. So
Is he a singer as well?
He's not a singer.
Okay.
But he literally just like, he bless him, he went for it. And like, it's in there, like it's in his voice in there. Then I did multiple voices, like I made up like loads of different characters in my head. And
it's
like,
in the release version.
Yeah, it's in the,
no way.
Yeah, I literally actually made a TikTok about it, and then people like when I showed them the final version, like people were like, "You should give him a pay rise." Like they were like, they was actually really impressive how it turned out because of just the fact that we layered so many vocals and like we was able to make something that sounded like a real choir. So it's kind of a secret that I'm telling you here because no one would really know. But like I feel like as an independent artist, you kind of have to make a little go a long way.
Yeah, you have to make do.
Yeah, and I'm really proud of how that turned out. But looking back, it was kind of funny when I saw that footage. I was like, wow, like I was just sitting there trying not to laugh in the video, but
so
yeah, it worked out good in the end.
When that song blows, is he getting his little percentage
I think he's
there?
got a little cut. He's got credit on the thing, yeah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's got credit because I mean I think he helped with the drums as well, but he's got like I think his name is on the credit.
What's your manager's name?
His name's Cass.
Shout out to Cass.
Two, but yeah, one of them, yeah, Cass.
Shout out to Cass.
Yeah, he did his thing on that one. Yeah.
And yeah, the moment you knew that you wanted to do music, tell us a bit.
So I feel like it started out me knowing I wanted to sing, and I was just always singing. Like whenever I could perform at school, I would just be getting up, and then I think that naturally translated into okay, if I want to do this as a career, I have to make music, and I have to start learning how to write, and I have to start working with producers, and so it kind of took me a while to really figure out what I wanted to be as an artist because I was, as I said, I was singing first, and then I learned how to make songs. Just put my writing skills to mix that with my singing skills, and then I think over time it just was a natural transition.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I mean? It wasn't like okay, now I'm gonna make music.
Yeah.
It was just okay, this is what I have to do to make it happen. So yeah, and it's been fun, like kind of finding myself and just refining my sound like over the years and working with producers and stuff. So yeah.
And now you're here.
Yeah, now we're here.
A song that means something to you.
That's a big one.
Like for me, I think my song that means something to me is like Lauryn Hill X Factor. Just because it's a song that I will always go back to if I'm sad, if I'm happy, angry.
Oh, I've got one actually. So Janae Aiko's Sold Out album, like that song, if I ever feel anxious or whatever, like I just, that song is like really calming for me. And there's one song there called Why Aren't You Smiling or Ways. And like I literally just put that on if I feel like I just need that boost. So I think that song means a lot to me because it definitely got me through some difficult times, and I definitely, it has a special place in my heart, that song.
And maybe people knowing that that's what got you through that difficult times.
Yes.
Maybe people will go to Ways and hopefully listen and feel the same.
Yeah, for real. It's a beautiful song and it's got a nice message too.
And another one is, what artist would you love to collab with? It could be someone in the UK, in the US, new, old.
So yeah, Janaea would be a really cool one. I love Kehlani as well. I think she's sick. Who else? Also someone that's like not necessarily within R&B, because I feel like it would be nice to just kind of just bring different sounds together. Like someone like Ed Sheeran, like he's like super, obviously he's versatile, and I feel like he's a really good, cool writer, so it'd be cool to work with someone like that. And there's always like other people that, but I just forget.
No, I hear it.
But when I'm listening, I'm like, oh, like, but I always forget when people ask. But yeah, those at the top of my head. Yeah,
that's cool. And I guess obviously people, or you may even class yourself as like R&B, but maybe let's dive a bit deeper into your sound. Like, describe your sound for us, and maybe how you would want to be classed as, because I know some R&B artists don't like being boxed in that category.
Yeah, I feel like when I started making music, I wasn't intentionally making R&B. That was just what came naturally to me, because that was what I personally love and grew up on. But I agree, like obviously you don't want to be boxed in, but at the end of the day, that's the genre is what it is. Like it's very wide ranging. Like there's different types of R&B. So if I was to describe my sound, I'd say that melodically it's quite nostalgic R&B. But I think the production elements kind of make it feel more current. So it's like a where like the past and present kind of meet. I feel like my sound, and yeah, I feel like it's very sweet. It's very like I like pretty chords. I like stuff that doesn't sound too overly like harsh and like overly produced. I just like stuff that feels like it could be like a live arrangement and sound really beautiful too. So
kind of like how we
Sorry,
heard
that's
you.
a long-winded answer.
No, but like how we heard you today is how your music would sound.
I just feel like that captures like the essence, but I feel like because of my music, that it's not too far off in terms of the production. Like there's just more, I guess, elements in the production, but it's not like loads. It's not very like super electronic or anything like that. And I just really like that. I just like beautiful sounding music. Like that's what I would describe like what my ear is drawn to. Yeah. And I really love it when people say that about my music. I'm like, oh, that's what I was going for. So yeah.
And finally, I guess one song that the people should listen to get to know you a bit more. One song that you want to put on for us to get to know you a bit more.
Well, I feel like
of yours.
I'm trying to think what's a good kind of summary, because they're all quite. I would say Sacrifices, because I said I'm speaking a lot about my journey. I feel like that would be a good one. As of now, it's not out, but it's coming out soon. So hopefully by the time this drops, it will be out. But yeah, I feel like that's a great one to like just share my dreamer self. And like anyone that's, has big goals and ambitions, like maybe can relate to how I feel in that song and just all the lyrics and stuff. So I feel like that's a good one to get to know me. Obviously I have other songs that are more about what I've gone through romantically and stuff, but that one is more about my deepest like kind of feelings and fears and stuff. So,
so you guys heard it here first. Go stream Sacrifices. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for your performances, for coming to sing for me personally. I feel so grateful. And just coming to talk to me, letting me get to know you a bit better. Round of applause for Meron, of course.
Thank you. It's been really fun. Thank you.
And obviously now you're part of the Yours Truly family. So we want you to come back whenever you feel free. And guys, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
My intuition, it feels at peace. Like this is something that I